Khel Ratna award is going to be awarded as big honor for Manu Bhaker and Gukesh. That's the big news coming in. It's just been confirmed. The Khel Ratna award, remember, also called the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna award, is clearly the highest sporting honor for India, and it's annually awarded by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, by the government. And this Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna award is now going to go to Manu Bhaker for shooting, and of course for the medals that we have got in Olympics, and for D. Gukesh, who's become the youngest chess champion across the world. But that's incredible, good news coming in. And remember, there were a lot of speculations. Manu Bhaker had even put out a statement over this, a cryptic one. But for now, it has come as a confirmation. We can tell you, India Today first to break it to you, that Manu Bhaker, Olympian medal winner, and D. Gukesh, who recently, with his family, met the Prime Minister as well, and holding that Champions Trophy. He's a teenager, remember, barely 18 years of age, and has now become the greatest young world champion right now in chess. So for now, the double Olympic medalist Manu Bhaker, and also, according to our information coming in, D. Gukesh. So we'll go across to our colleagues in just a short while ago. So that's the big news coming in. And remember, deserving so as much. A young woman, a young teenager, what an inspiration to so many, that now it has been also going out, remember, as these inspiring stories for the youth of this country. And with a committee that has been formed by the ministry, there have been very specific names who have been announced. I want to immediately go across to Nitin Srivastav. Nitin, there was so much speculation, especially about Manu Bhaker, but it appears it's finally been confirmed for both of them. What are the details that you're picking up? Anyone else as well in the list?
Well, Pooja, of Ministry of Youth Affairs, they have announced the final list of all, the award winners. And if you look at the top and prestigious awards list, which is Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award, so the first name is here is D. Gukesh, who recently, created history in chess. And the second name is Harmanpreet Singh from hockey. And the third name is Praveen Kumar, who is actually a para-athlete. And again, double Olympic medalist Manu Bhaker is also there. She is, her name was missing in the initial list, but now Ministry of Youth Affairs have added her name. Again, there are Arjuna awardees also. So I'll just take few names: Jyoti Yatiraj, Anurani, Neetu, Swati, Salima Tete, Abhishek, Sanjay in hockey, Jarmanpreet Singh in hockey, Sukhjit Singh in hockey, and the para-athletes, of course, Rakesh Kumar, Preeti Pal, Jeevanji, again Ajit Singh, Sachin, and Dharamveer, Pranav. There are many. Actually, I'll tell you how many Arjun awardees are there for this time. 32 Arjun awardees are there in the list, and 4 Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna awardees are there. So they will be confirmed all those awards in a special arrangement at the Rashtrapati Bhavan soon. But there was a controversy for Manu when the initial list was out through sources that her name was missing from the recommendation list. But now, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, using, the Minister of Sports, using his power, he has added Manu's name in the list. And again, he has also added D. Gukesh name in the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna award list.
All right, stay on with me, because joining me right now also is the one who have trained these young talent who have gone on to become what they have. And joining me right now is Vishnu Prasanna. He's an Indian chess coach, but specifically who coached D. Gukesh. Vishnu, in the Guru Shishya Parampara that we have had in India, I'm sure that D. Gukesh winning this honor means as much to you as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible achievement, and I'm very, very proud of what he has done, and kind of exceeded all expectations too in what he has done.
What do you think this means for the chess community, for the game of chess, and especially for the young men and women who are aspirants, enthusiasts in a game that may not be perhaps as popular as it should have been all these years?
Yeah, I'm sure that millions are going to be inspired, and chess is going to get a huge boost. The Indian chess scene is going to grow to be probably the most dominant nation in the sport for the next decade, probably, I'm hoping. And he's going to inspire a lot of new kids to come up and emulate what he has done. I already see a huge interest overall in new kids taking up chess and yeah.
Vishnu,
Also,
one more
I want
question.
to-
Yes, I do have, because in 1991-92, if I'm correct, Vishwanathan Anand won the Khel Ratna Award for chess, and now in 2025 it goes to D. Gukesh. It looks like the chess and the coaching and the training, all of that has come full circle as well.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I mean, Anand has been shouldering the chess in the country for many decades, and now his own disciple can also, take some of that for him. And yeah, that's a good story, perfect story actually.
What do you think or expect here on for the chess community, for the games? Because Khel Ratna Award will bring in a lot of attention as well, as much on D. Gukesh, and I hope it doesn't mean pressure to him. He's still a teenager after all. But what do you think such awards can or should perhaps go ahead with regard to the community? Is there, whether it's infrastructure, coaching, do you think a lot of that is needed? We need the players, but we need coaches also to be encouraged.
Yeah, I mean, governments have to, whenever the sport is noticed at such a level by the government, it's definitely a good thing, and definitely a lot of infrastructure, like the ecosystem has to be built where you can compete, train, and perform at the elite level. And I think it's slowly growing, and slowly, due to this performance, the government has also taken a strong notice to chess and supported, and they do keep increasing their support overall to the sport. And I'm very, very glad that this has happened. Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about the training sessions? Because how do you notice a potential in a boy and then ensure that that potential actually reaches its zenith? It must have been a lot of grueling hours of practice. How did you know that Gukesh could be that boy?
We had a lot of success very early on, and one of the things we worked on when we were training was to become the youngest grandmaster. That was a record we were chasing, and we had quite a bit of success early on. And his focus and mainly his, at such a young age, he showed a lot of focus and resilience and stuff like that, even during training. So it was clear that he would become very big. He would become a top player. But yeah, whatever he's achieved was beyond my dreams also.
You yourself have been a grandmaster, and right now when you see this young talent coming in, someone like a D. Gukesh, and there are Pragnananda and others as well as many, what is it do you think that helps them shine? Because teenagers otherwise would be possibly distracted. There are just so many things that are happening around the world. There's social media, and yet to keep their focus intact. What did you do as a coach, and what kind of, do you think, personality did these young men have to be able to come together and become magic?
Yeah, whoever has achieved a lot has, definitely stayed away from the distractions, treated themselves as a professional at a very young age, maintained that discipline. We just emphasize what is required to be a top player and what distractions can harm, and we just re-emphasize that with the kids that we train with. But you cannot force a champion, as they say, and it is Gukesh's own personal decision that has given him this success. And all these young kids, they're all equally motivated and focused, and they live a professional's life from a very young age and maintain a structure to the training and so on.
Gukesh, was Gukesh an easy student, or were you and the other coaches hard taskmasters, Vishnu?
So Gukesh was the best student, not just an easy student, but if you give him 30 things, like he would do 50, and he was so hungry and he had a great appetite, so there was no trouble training him, for sure.
What do you tell a young boy? I mean, I still use the word boy. I think he's still a teenager, even though, of course, he's achieved all that fame and attention. But what do you tell them, especially at times when they may not be feeling the best, if they may not think this is the way to go, or on downtime? How does, as a coach, do you come in and to ensure that that motivation stays on, especially if they've faced a defeat?
Yeah, mainly that, have your goals and play with passion, but also structure your life in a way that it matches your goals, right? So your life and your everyday decides, your outcomes and not just your dreams, right? So you can make sure your dreams and your everyday life are in sync, right? So it should not be in conflict. It's whatever your dream is, you have to structure your life in that way. And yeah.
Have you had a word yet with Gukesh or his family?
Yeah, I've spoken to him. Yeah, I think it's been a while also. I've met him, spoken to him. Had a look
But
at
after
trophy
the
also.
announcement, does he
Very
know
close.
yet that the Khel Ratna has come to him?
I don't think he knows.
Okay. All right, maybe
I've not
now.
spoken to him after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've
maybe
not
now the news would be reaching him. It must be on all social media and national television as well. I appreciate you joining us, Vishnu, because as much as it goes to these winners, it goes to the hard work. We see the celebrations and victories. You've seen the struggle behind it all. So thank you for collectively making India proud. Vishnu Prasanna speaking to India today. He's coached D. Gukesh. You're looking at the winners. The Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award, and I must say, what a tribute as much to Major Dhyan Chand. The fact that Harmanpreet Singh has also now been awarded by the Khel Ratna Award. And if Nitin continues to be with us, then I'll ask him a question. But isn't it absolutely lovely how life comes a full circle? Major Dhyan Chand, whose name now as a title comes for the Khel Ratna Award as a prefix. One of the Khel Ratna Award winners today is Harmanpreet Singh, as much with others, and that's Indian hockey also getting its due. So let me just tell you who else is going to be a part of it. Athletes, especially the para-athlete like Praveen Kumar is getting the Khel Ratna. Hockey player Harmanpreet Singh will also be awarded the Khel Ratna Award. All the names on your screens right now. Big honor for the two-time medalist, Olympian Manu Bhaker. Of course, Gukesh D, the most recent achievement in chess world over. The world is talking about D. Gukesh, this young man, barely teenager, who has brought us these laurels and has beaten Chinese legends. So these are some of the names that have come in right now. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2024 are going to go to these young athletes. And just to give you a background on why each one, you must have heard about Manu Bhaker and D. Gukesh also. But for example, Harmanpreet Singh, he led the Indian men's hockey team to their second consecutive bronze medal at the Paris Olympics, remember? And while Praveen also grabbed the men's high jump gold at the Paralympics with a record-breaking jump of 2.08 meters. Praveen Kumar has got it in the para-athletics. This has been an incredible year. While of course there are still the USA or the China or for example even Australia that India does have to match up to given their medal tally. But look at the kind of leaps and bounds Indian athletes across the sports fraternities have made. And it's been absolutely incredible that most of them, these young men and women, are making India proud. So from hockey to chess to shooting, it's been quite an incredible year in different sporting events. The visual of D. Gukesh flaunting that medal with Prime Minister Modi. All right, I want to go across now to my colleague Nitin Srivastava, who closely tracks the sports fraternity. Nitin, let's talk one by one. I want to start with Harmanpreet Singh because it's Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award going to someone like Harmanpreet Singh. It's like a full circle for hockey. Many say Major Dhyan Chand deserved many more such awards, didn't come to him at the right time. But coming to perhaps his disciples and those who have continued with the game. Tell us about Harmanpreet Singh first.
Well, of course, I mean, this is something very, prestigious award for any athlete. And when it comes to Harmanpreet Singh and as far as hockey is concerned, we have seen, the growth of Indian hockey. Starting from Tokyo when we got the medal after so long years, and we continue to do so, for the next very time. But again, Harmanpreet, a great player and a great, captain as well. He deserved that award, and that is why committee recommended, his name for the prestigious award. And in this list, as we can see, Manu is also there. I mean, Manu is the only shooter who has managed a double medal in a single Olympics, 2 bronze medals. We remember, Manu got at the Paris Olympics. We were expecting some good performance from our other athletes, and that is what has happened. Not just in the Olympics, but also in the Paralympics, we did really well. We have increased our medals in terms of gold, bronze, and silver. So that is why it's a collective super performance by Indian athletes at the Paris Olympics or at the the Paralympics. And this cycle, this season, was really fantastic for Indian athletes. I was there in the meeting when the National Sports Selection Award Committee was sitting to select all the athletes who have done fantastic for the nation. So there was discussion that how many Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award we should confer and how many athletes we should recommend. So there was a clear-cut noise that we should give it to 4 or 5 players. So I mean, committee recommended 4 names, and as you can see, Arjuna awardee list is also big. 32 players are there. So this shows that how Indian sport is growing up. I mean, as of now, when Indian athletes performs, Indian athlete comes, for the bout, for the matches,
Yes.
the opponent starts thinking that, boss, this is India, Indian athlete, they can beat me. So that is what is something, important to understand, that Indian dominance at the world stage is growing up.